Hey family, this is LaDre Weathersby, your Better Life Coach, coming to you with today's Better Life Friday for March the 12th, 2021. And listen, Better Life Friday is meant to help you to prepare for and enjoy the better life while you build better cash flow and better credit. So we're building our whole life as a result of having better cash flow and better credit. And one of the benefits of better cash flow is you can address some needs beyond just the basic food, basic clothes, or basic shelter, and basic transportation. So one of my seniors this week, I'm a public school teacher, was investigating the topic of mental health. Now again, I teach English, and I learned research the hard way with the card catalog and the Dewey Decimal System. If you recognize those names, yeah, you're a little more like me than you might want to admit up front. But again, one of her connections was that the mental health and physical health are connected, and it amazed us both that the traditional school setting takes time to teach and educate our young people about their body and its basics, but nobody overall in the public school setting talks about the mind and its health. See, the body gets stuff out, and I think that the mind does so too through a moment of overwhelm. And I've recently had some, and they're both good and bad. See, I believe bad overwhelm is when the negative in the life experience takes your voice and expression about what happened, which then allows it to stay, fester, and later explode. That's just what I believe. I believe that good overwhelms, positivity or gratitude in the lived experience extends your voice and expression because of what was or is happening now. See, the bad overwhelm stops you from speaking, but the good overwhelm changes your speaking. So when you were last good overwhelmed by life, when was it that you could only say thank you? When was it that you had to sit there and all like, wow, this is really my life? When was the last time you cried, but there was nothing wrong on your mind? Everything was right. And not literally that everything was right, but the only thing on your mind was what was right. So maybe that happened when you realized that your children have grown into their own, and as a parent, you really did well, even though you don't always feel like it. Maybe it's as a business owner because your business is growing and now you have employees who want to work for you. They want to work for you. They don't want to go up the street. They don't want to go across town. It might even be more money per hour or more money per year, but they want to work with you and for you. Maybe it was a time when you remembered when you could or even should be dead from what you've overcome. And then the last maybe I'll give you is that maybe you saw the tree, the street, the car, the house. Maybe you saw the person or the company, wherever your most traumatic experience was. But when you saw it this one specific time, you realized that you were no longer bitter, but you are now better. And you're better because you've been healed, because you let it go and you process through it. See, I'm learning to not only voice the good overwhelm, but also the bad so that I no longer blow up unnecessarily. And I'm not talking about just being overcome, but like, no, let me just talk about it. Because people look to me as an example, as an influence, and they even hear me as a voice. And I want to stay free in my mind and free in my heart so they can continue to get better like I do. And that's the reason. Here's the point of the message today. I journal. See, in it, I can simply call all things as they are and get it out. What happened, who did it, how it hurt me or helped me, or what I did to somebody else, because I'm not perfect. And then what I learned from it. And I can say all that stuff with no judging. Nobody's looking at me sideways talking about, oh, that's all you got, or you should be better than that. Mm-mm. But I'm also looking at doing some therapy and some counseling because mental health is not just labels thrown on people. No, you need to be healthy mentally. See, my body has professional input from trainers that I follow, from doctors and nurses and people in the health space. But why shouldn't my mind also have that? Because listen, if you lose your mind and you go off kilter and you lose it, everything is at stake, including your body. So it's great to no longer just have to worry about the basics. Yet beyond the basics is a world that takes some time getting to. So now that you're a solid 5 or 6 figure earner with better cash flow and better credit, let's look at the things that living gives you access to. And if you want a foolproof, customized method to build life better with cash flow and credit, after the past mistakes in credit and money, can schedule your call by clicking the link above or beneath, depending on where you are. I just want to know where you want to go, the hurdles we've got to overcome, and how soon we can get you there. In return for your time on the call, I'll teach you my 5 works of faith method, and you keep that. But if we partner well, if we fit well, we can partner, and you can start seeing some results in about 30 days. All right? So listen, be well, be blessed, and remember, life pretty good today will become your better life tomorrow. Blessings to you, and we'll talk soon.